Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to Talkin' Tech. My name is Tony. In this video, I'm going to cover an upgrade to my setup that has been long awaited. And what I have here is the Pixel WM-9 wireless lav mic. If you aren't familiar with this is basically a microphone that goes on your clothing and then hooks up to my camera. Some of you have commented in previous videos that I really need to get a setup like this, and I've had this for a little bit, just kind of waiting to make a video on it. I know it's not super exciting for most of my subscribers. However, I did want to show this and bring you along in the process of some of my upgrades. All right, so what I'm going to do with this video, I'm going to start off obviously using my currently physically mounted microphone on my camera, and then I'm going to unbox this. I'm not going to do it on camera. I don't think it's too exciting. Probably not a lot of interest in that. And then I'll kind of go over some of the pieces of it, then I'll set it up, and then we'll do some sound testing on it and kind of just see how it works. Maybe go do some distance testing around my house, see if it works through walls and stuff. But yeah, that's really kind of it. So I hope you stick around and watch it. Let's go ahead and get started. So I went ahead and unboxed the mic setup here. As you can see, there is a sender and a receiver that mounts on the actual camera itself. There are some adapters here. Here's the actual lav mic itself, antennas, the mount for the actual camera, and then some other adapters here. There's an XLR cable here, and then also another mouthpiece. So if you aren't familiar with this setup, I paid about $135 for this about a month ago. It was a lightning deal, so I think it's listed right now at about $169.99. I will leave it down in the description below so that you can go check this out if you're interested in this. Now, I don't have any experience with these, so I'm actually going to have to rely on the instructions, and I'm hoping these aren't too badly translated. So I'm going to go ahead and get this set up, and when you see me next, I will have this mic running, and then we'll kind of do some testing on it. As I'm hoping you can tell in the video, I now have my wireless lav mic set up and working. It's actually really simple. When I first opened the manual, it was a ton of Chinese characters, and I was a little concerned that I was going to have to just read from pictures. However, once I kept flipping through the book, I noticed that it was in English at the end. It was really no big deal to set this up. I have it kind of set up, and it's just a little bit weird right now. I'm wearing this little guy here. Like I said, this is my first time with one of these, so it looks like you can adjust the channels, you can adjust the sound, and there is a headphone output on that one if somebody were to run the camera. However, it's just me, so that will not be an option for this setup. Let's go and do some testing here. I'm gonna run downstairs into the other side of my house. My house isn't massive, so this isn't gonna be a great test, but there are a bunch of walls since it's an older house, so there's a bunch of cut up rooms. So I will be right back. Just chill with me. I'll be gone in about 10 seconds, I would hope. All right, guys, I appreciate you guys watching this. I know this is probably not the most exciting content. It's not a cool gadget or anything, but I did want to bring you along on the journey with me as I upgrade my setup in hopes to keep you guys interested, and hopefully you guys keep coming back for more content. I will have new upcoming cell phone stuff. I did order an S10 Plus, and I'm waiting for that to come in. I'm setting up some relationships with some companies, hopefully, and so I can do some new testing on devices that they send. And I will always fully disclose what I'm doing if I was given a product, but I will always be honest with you guys about how I feel about it. All right, so walked around my house, just coming back up into the room here. I'm assuming that it had no issues based on the size of my house. All right, so I'm back. So one last thing to do, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna dismount all of this stuff and I'm gonna connect it to my computer. I really wanna hear what the sound quality is before I give my reflection on this device. So sit tight. Well, actually you won't have to sit tight because it'll just be a couple seconds for you, but it'll be a few minutes for me. And I will jump to that right now.
3:28 a.m.
Phew, thanks for waiting, guys. Just kidding. I am back though. I kind of looked through the video that I just took and I gotta say I'm pretty impressed. Now, I don't think it's completely set up. I think there's some fine tuning that I can probably do. I noticed in the video when I looked down, it sounded quite a bit better. So I guess I'm not entirely sure how to get this pickup to be a ton better. Now, if that's something that some of you are familiar with, can you leave it down in the comments down below? That would be extremely helpful for me as I am very novice at this kind of stuff. So any kind of feedback is greatly appreciated. I know some of you have left some before on some of my other videos. Even if it's critical of me, I really cannot thank you enough because I really have no idea what I'm doing here. I have a love of technology and I have a love of YouTube, so I'm trying to marry those two together. And I don't know a lot about filming or editing, so I really appreciate your guys' comments. You know, even criticism, I love it. I absolutely love it. And I look forward to more of it. And so if you have any ideas on how to set this up a little bit better, that would be fantastic. This is actually after I finished the video. However, I wanted to see what the sound was like without the low cut on. I guess it was on and I didn't realize that. If you're not familiar, low cut basically cuts out a lot of ambient noise, wind noise, that kind of a thing. When I said that this was an extra piece for the microphone, actually this is a wind filter. So I'm pretty excited about that. But again, I wanted to try this without the low cut on. So maybe the sound improves. Maybe this is exactly what I was looking for. So hopefully that is it. Now we'll kind of cut back to the end of the video again. Anyway, that's really all I have for today's video. I will be continuing or finishing, I guess, my best streaming service of 2019 this following weekend here. So you're not gonna wanna miss that video. I do have some other updates coming up. I know I mentioned previously that I will be doing Roku Ultra. I'll be doing a review on that because I just bought one. And so, you know, you're gonna wanna stick around. So definitely subscribe if you haven't already to my channel. And if you really enjoyed today's video or you like the fact that I am finally upgrading my setup so I sound a little bit better, definitely hit that like button and I'll really appreciate it. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Have yourself a great day.